So I'm speaking with Jacky Nordsvan from Nestle regarding the circular economy for packaging. And Jacky, do you want to describe your role at Nestle?
Hi, Jed. Look, thanks for having me. My role is Head of Packaging for Nestle Oceania. My key role is actually delivering our packaging sustainability commitments.
At Nestle, Nestle have set some targets. Do you want to talk to us about those 2025 targets?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got our overarching commitment for 100% of our packaging to be recyclable or reusable by 2025. And further to this, we've got a commitment to also reduce our use of virgin plastics by a third by 2025.
Right, and in terms of designing packaging for recycling, how does Nestle go about that?
So really, internally, we've got two key guides that we use to design for recycling. The first is our public negative list, which is a list of materials, additives and packaging concepts which are unlikely to have sustainable recycling systems developed globally. So we'll be designing all of these out of our portfolio. This includes materials like PVC and polystyrene. The second are our rules of sustainable packaging design, which clearly spell out our recycling requirements for each packaging format in our global portfolio.
Right, and the design principles, when you're looking at designing packaging and across all of your products to be 100% recyclable or reusable, what are the design principles that are used?
So really, beyond our own guidelines that I mentioned, to ensure we design for our local waste infrastructure, which is really important, we've also got the Australian Packaging Covenant's Sustainable Packaging Guidelines and their Packaging Recyclability Evaluation Portal, which I mentioned. This portal prep is actually really key because recyclability is not just about material choice. Size, shape, weight and colour all play a role in determining if a piece of packaging makes it from your recycling bin to the right material recycler in the right condition.
Okay, and I guess for Qenos and eXsource, a number of our customers are packaging manufacturers. So what would be your advice to them in terms of how can they assist their customers to meet these targets that are being set around reusability and recyclability? And how can they really help their customers achieve those objectives?
Well, I'd say if they haven't already joined APCO, which is our National Co-Regulatory Packaging Stewardship Organisation, then I'd really consider this. APCO have a wealth of resources for its members, including the Packaging Sustainability Guidelines to assist industry in meeting the national packaging targets. And they also run regular interactive webinars on many packaging sustainability topics. I'd also add that if you don't get a brief from your customers on their packaging sustainability requirements, please ask or be proactive and provide some solutions. Make no mistake, packaging sustainability is front and centre for many organisations.
And in terms of the post-consumer recycle, post-industrial recycle, what are the main challenges for a food company in incorporating this material into your packaging?
Yeah, that's a good challenge, Jed. For us, our plastics portfolio is majority food contact soft plastics, for which we don't currently have a supply to close the loop. This is the reason we're partnering on the soft plastics collection trial to bring some focus to chemical recycling so we can close the loop on food contact soft plastics.
Okay, and in terms of the major barriers that are in front of yourself and Nestle to achieve these targets by 2025, what do you see as those major barriers?
I think our barriers are the same as many of the barriers for industry. So right now, if you look at packaging, the packaging itself through consumer behaviour at the bin, through to how waste is collected and processed and how recycled is used, there's no part of the system that's working as it needs to. And that's why collaboration is key, not just across companies making the packaged goods, but others like waste and recycling companies, packaging companies, resin manufacturers, and government.
Okay, I think some great information there for packaging companies to understand what their customers are looking for in terms of meeting these sustainability targets and to achieve 100% reusability or recyclability. So, Jacky, really appreciate your time today, and thanks a lot.
Jed, thank you so much for having us on your journey.
Thanks very much.